Thank you all for being here. This is the Gary Sanitary District meeting. Today is Friday, March 20th. Will everyone please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next is roll call.
Commissioner William Allen,
Present.
Commissioner Ola Morris,
Present.
Commissioner Willie Cook,
Present.
Commissioner Frida Graves, Commissioner Lawrence Batiste,
Present.
Attorney Jewel Harris Jr.,
Present.
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher,
Present.
Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
And that's the end of roll call.
Okay, with all members and staff present, we do have a quorum. Next on the agenda is certification, which I'll read aloud. Pursuant to Indiana law, section 5-14-1.5-6.1, I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held. There was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any member dissent? Okay, hearing none. Moving on, next on the agenda is minutes. We have the executive session and regular meeting minutes for March 6th, 2026. What is the pleasure of the board? Okay, motion's been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded for approval of minutes for March 6th. Any discussion? All right, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves, Commissioner Cook, Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the executive session and regular meeting minutes of March 6, 2026 have been approved. Okay. Next on the agenda is new business. We have 2.1 payroll. Mr. Foster?
Thank you. I recommend a motion to approve GSD payroll earnings for period ending February 9th, 2026 through February 22nd, 2026 in the amount of $271,509.04.
Okay, thank you for the overview and recommendation for 2.1. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of 2.1.
Motion's been made for 2.1. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on payroll? All right, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves, Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, payroll in the amount of $271,509.04 has been approved. Next on the agenda is 2.2.
Chair, 2.2 is a request to approve the build, operate, and transfer agreement between us and Thieneman. This is for the initial part with plant upgrades of the long-term control plan.
Okay, we have a recommendation for acceptance of 2.2, which is an agreement between the Gary Sanitary District and Thieneman Construction for a not to exceed amount of $20,512,158. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of this item 2.2.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion?
I have a question here. The transfer part of this, any idea of what period of time will it last before it's transferred?
As soon as during the project itself, Thieneman owns the project. As soon as the project is complete, then they transfer that ownership over to the Gary Sanitary District. This is obviously a lot of money, $20 million, and this is part of the requirement of the federal regulators and our consent decree.
And we have an estimated timeline according to the schedule of end of November of the year 2027. That will be the goal for turning over the project back over to the district.
Okay, that answers the question.
And then just for additional information, for what's included within the project, will be improvements to the digesters, restructuring the sludge pump station, the sludge thickener, and dewatering. So all improvements to the plant is what this project encompasses. Any additional information or questions?
Mr. President, if I could just make a comment?
Yes.
Just to Commissioner Cook's question, there also is a process that we'll go through to confirm that we're satisfied with all the terms and conditions and the work that have been performed before that ownership is transferred over. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Oh, yep.
On the payments for the project, they're on a monthly basis, are they spread out over 6 months? How are they?
Right, they will be probably by the draw, so as they complete portions of the project, they will bill the Gary Sanitary District, and then we will pay based on our inspection of whatever that portion of the project is that they have completed.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the build operate transfer agreement between the Gary Sanitary District and Thieneman Construction has been approved for a not to exceed amount of $20,512,158. Next on the agenda, we have 2.3. Let's see. This is a recommendation of award of bid to PVS Chemical Solutions. This is in relation to the sodium bisulfite bids that were opened up at a previous meeting. We have a not to exceed amount of $262,500. What is the pleasure of the board for 2.3?
I move for passage of 2.3 for PVS Chemicals.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion, anything need to be added? Nope? Okay. Okay. All right, if there's no further questions or comments, roll call, please, for 2.3.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves, Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, 2.3 has been approved, which is an award of bid to PVS Chemical Solutions for the procurement of sodium bisulfite for a not to exceed amount of $262,500. Next on the agenda, we have 2.4.
Mr. Chair, 2.4 is the award of bids, a request for approval for Wesco to complete some control system upgrades in the dewatering building. This is, and we have the plant superintendent here, Timothy Austin. He may be able to give a bit more detail, but basically Wesco is updating the Rockwell equipment that we have in that building.
Okay. Thank you for the overview. And after hearing the overview and recommendation, what is the pleasure of the board for 2.4?
I move for passage, Mr. Chair.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on 2.4? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves, Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris, Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the award of bid to Wesco for repair work and upgrade services for our PLC control systems for the dewatering building for a not to exceed amount of $26,636 has been approved. Next on our agenda brings us to claims. Mr. Foster?
Thank you. I recommend a motion to approve GSD claim numbers 453 through 549 in the amount of $1,011,014.41.
Okay, we have a recommendation for acceptance of claims. What is the pleasure of the board?
I move for passage, Mr. Chair.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second for acceptance of claims. Any discussion on
Just a
claims?
question here. I see where there is a claim given to a Lionel Smith, and it says reimbursement for settlement of claims for Lionel Smith. Can someone share with me what that was due to?
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Cook. That is a claim that we received as one of the trash trucks was attempting to collect a bin with the sidearm, and the car was too close, and we had a bit of a fender bender with the sidearm in the car. We have put in this week's newsletter, and I'm glad I have a chance to kind of announce this, that we are requiring that there are 3 feet of space around your can when you put your can out to be picked up. If it is not 3 feet, it possibly may not be picked up. But what we have found is that our incident truck driver has to get that arm around the can and is having trouble doing so. We need 3 feet of clearance going forward, or it's possible that we will not be able to collect the trash.
Thank you. I have another question relative to Nationwide Trust. And can someone talk to me about that?
You know that one? Trust. You want to tell them?
Nationwide Trust.
Are you referring?
That's the Hoosier Start Retirement Match Plan.
Yes, that's that's our retirement match that, they're given to employees. I believe it was approved back in,
I remember that,
Okay.
but I guess so, this 14,000, that's matching what the employees, so it looks like the program is up and running real well.
is running great.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
All right.
I think I can speak
Yeah,
on
I mean,
behalf
when
of
I look
everyone.
at 14,000, it seems like the folks are really buying into it, and that's
Oh,
a
they
good
are.
thing.
Yes.
It's
That's a real
wonderful.
good thing, yeah.
Any other comments or questions on the claims? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves, Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris, Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
For 5 ayes and 0 noes, claims in the amount of $1,011,014.41 has been approved. Next on the agenda, we have information updates. We have plant activities. Mr. Austin?
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So far, we're entering our disinfection season, so thank you for approving the award for PVS Chemical Solutions to provide sodium bisulfite. In preparation for the season, our maintenance team is going around and making sure the safety showers and eye wash stations are working by the chemicals, as well as cleaning out tanks and making sure we have spare parts for pumps. We're also doing a lot of cleanup now that the weather's breaking. We have, after the last rain events, we had to clean up our filter building that took on a lot of suspended solids. So the maintenance team and operations have been cleaning up the filters, backwashing them, making sure we're good to go before the next rain event. In the works, the instrumentation team and I were looking at doing, we actually submitted an RFQ today for 27th and Chase lift station dry and wet well facility upgrades. There are some major safety, OSHA, and compliance issues there in regards to the HVAC system, gas monitoring or lack of gas monitoring in those facility. And it's probably going to be under a capital improvements project. We want to do these upgrades so we can be confident that the operators, the lift station is in compliance with OSHA in terms of safety. We're looking at repairing steel gratings that are wearing down at the facility as well. So It's going to be a big project, so we submitted an RFQ today so we can get multiple bidders out there, and we have a pre-bid meeting planned for next Tuesday. And I'm working with David, our instrumentation specialist, and getting that together. But this is definitely a priority for this year. We're also looking at doing a electrical infrastructure assessment plant-wide. We've seen that when we've had a couple of power outages at different buildings, this year due to rain and just poor electrical infrastructure in some of the older electrical buildings. So we want to do a comprehensive evaluation of all of our electrical buildings on the plant to make sure that things that need to be improved, upgraded, or repaired are done, so we can be confident in our electrical grid here. And that it's really important to make sure we don't have power outages or things that will shut off equipment when we need them in critical moments. So that's pending. So it's going to be a study that's going to be done by an outside contractor. And we haven't done something like this in the past 20 or 30 years, so we need to make sure we're good to go and prepared for emergencies when they come. And that is it. Yeah. Do you have any questions or things I can explain a little bit better?
Any comments or questions for Mr. Austin? All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, it looks like for construction activities, Mr. Anderson is not here, right?
Right, today he is it's either Ivy Tech or Purdue, talking to students about careers in engineering. It is partially to do good community service, but also as a recruitment mechanism for us here at the district. So he is there today, but the main thing he wanted to make sure everyone was aware of was the bot agreement that you all have already passed, and that we are moving forward on the long-term control plan as required by the consent decree.
And he did provide updates on the construction projects that are going on today.
Yep.
All right. Next on the agenda is discussion. Are there any items or topics that need to be discussed at this time? Are there any requests to speak?
Yes, sir, we have one. Miss Denise Lewis.
Okay. So if you can please approach the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm Denise Lewis. I live on the 2300 block of Jennings Street. I've lived there for about 8 years, but I've owned the house for about 17 years. In the last 8 years, I've lived there. There has always been a flooding problem, major. I worked with complained to the last 3 administrations, including this one, and prior to this, Mayor Prince. He sent someone out. Well, actually, Mayor Prince came out. Then he sent a representative out. They changed the grate. I don't know if that's the correct word, but the big round sewer drains, that's it. They changed some of the sewer drains. Still, major flooding. I'm out there sometimes 10 o'clock, if I'm not at work, because I am retired, but I work part-time to pay my NIPSCO bill. That's a little joke. But anyway, I'm out there sometimes. Seriously, I had to buy boots, rubber boots, rain jacket, rain hat, to go out there and fight the flooding. All we need is a little bit of debris. I got socks out of that was covered in the drain, leaves, any whiskey bottles, anything you can think of is on those drains. Jay came out recently because I met with Natalie at WLTH. I'm calling the radio stations, I'm calling the newspapers, everybody to try to help me get something done about this. So I talked to Natalie at WLTH, I think that's Natalie. I talked to Rachel Hatcher, and then Jay did come out, and they sprayed those sewer, I call them grates or drains, green. That's all they've done. So I'd like to know, can somebody tell me, what are they gonna do on 23rd and Jennings, that four corner? It's a major thoroughfare, major flooding. The water goes all the way up to my front door. I have pictures, Rachel, I showed you pictures before, you may not remember, just at one of the mayor's meetings. I have pictures in both my phones. My phone is full of pictures. I have my neighbors, when I'm at work, take videos. My basement floods because I'm on the corner. Nobody else has that problem. And I shouldn't be out there at almost 70 years old cleaning drains. And when I call the sewer department, I know on the weekends they're not coming. But if we have a big rain on the weekends, I'm out there with my boots on, my rain hat, my coat, clearing those drains so that the water can go down, so that my basement doesn't flood, because State Farm is gonna cancel me if I have it again. So I just wanna know what's being done. They sprayed green, yeah, but what does that mean?
So, thank you for your question. And this is, I'm so glad that this came up, because we have a chance to kind of announce, and hopefully other people are listening. There are approximately 15,000 drains in the city of Gary. Our crew is about 10. There is no good way for us to be able to clear every drain in the city. What we're asking is for residents to do exactly what you did. You go outside and if you know a big rain is coming, you make sure your drain is clear ahead of time. We need every person in this city to pitch in. Our water table in the city is obviously getting higher and higher, which is causing quicker flooding in our areas. An area like 23rd and Jennings, I'm very familiar with that area, the east side, parts of Glen Park. Any place over by County Market on 25th Avenue, any place where that water table is especially high, the drains fill up very quickly, and it takes time for them to go down and absorb into the surrounding ground. So we are asking people to do exactly what you did, to go outside when you know a big rain is coming. We need you all to rake your leaves on a regular basis, and that doesn't mean put them out into the street, because that's what blocks the drains. We definitely need the entire community's help to solve this problem. And one other thing I was gonna say, if you do call our emergency line on the weekend, we will come out. But what we do is just make sure that the sewer line is clear and flowing properly, even if it's full. But there is nothing, unfortunately, to do with the standing water if the drains aren't clear. If the drains are clear, the water is usually not standing. That's what we have found. If you clear your drain, it will go down. So again, we're asking the community to pitch in and to make sure that if we know the big rain is coming, that your drains are clear.
But we do that, but the other neighbors don't do it. I've been there 8 years. They're just not doing it. And even street sweeping. I called and called and called last year, and they finally sent a street sweeper out. Even if they did that more, that would help. But nothing is done, and I'm the only person out there clearing 4 drains. I called 4 days ago and asked them to come and just clear the drains so I don't have to go out there with my garbage can and clear. They're still not clear. They won't even get the debris up.
Yeah.
And it's just frustrating. And the neighbors are not gonna do it. I've been there 8 years. Nobody's out there but me.
Yeah. We need to engage the neighborhood and the neighbors.
Yeah, that's impossible. It really
Thank you for coming today.
Do we have any more requests to speak?
No, sir.
Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Signify by all those by saying aye.
Aye.
All right.
Any nays? All right, meeting adjourned. District meeting, today is Friday, March 20th. Could we please have roll call?
Director William Allen.
Present.
Director Ola Morris. Director Willie Cook.
Present.
Director Frida Graves. Director Lawrence Batiste.
Present.
Attorney Jewel Harris Jr.
Present?
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher.
Present?
Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
And that's the end of roll call.
With all directors and members present, we do have a quorum. Next is certification, which are read aloud pursuant to Indiana law, Section 5-14-1.5-6.1. I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held, and there was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any director dissent? Okay, hearing none, we'll be moving on. Next is minutes. We have the executive session and regular meeting minutes of March 6, 2026. What is the pleasure of the board?
I move for passage and acceptance of the minutes for March 6th, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the minutes? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Director Batiste.
Yes.
Director Graves. Director Cook.
Yes.
Director Morris. Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the executive session and regular meeting minutes of March 6, 2026 have been approved. Next on the agenda is new business. We have 2.1, payroll earnings. Mr. Foster?
Thank you. I recommend a motion to approve GSWMD payroll earnings for period ending February 9th, 2026 through February 22nd, 2026, in the amount of $46,983.74.
Okay, we have a recommendation for acceptance of payroll. What is the pleasure of the board?
I move for passage.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the payroll? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Director Batiste.
Yes.
Director Graves. Director Cook.
Yes.
Director Morris. Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, payroll in the amount of $46,983.74 has been approved. Next, 2.2, we have a master service agreement between the Gary Stormwater Management District and Metrics Environmental. This is for consultant services related to design standards and pre-application and pre-construction support. We have a not-to-exceed number of $213,250. What is the pleasure of the board for 2.2?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of this item.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion, anything to add? I know we have Samantha online representing Metrics. Did I miss anything? Is there any additional information that needs to be mentioned? Okay, I think we covered it. Roll call, please, for 2.2.
Director Batiste.
Yes.
Director Graves. Director Cook.
Yes.
Director Morris. Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there, yeah, we can hear you. It's kind of loud. Yeah, we kind of briefly went over the overview for the services. Didn't know if you wanted to add anything. We did take a vote. I'm not sure. Were we done with this? Okay. So we already approved the contract, but is there anything that you wanted to add, Samantha? Did we lose you again?
She muted again.
Okay. All right then, Samantha, we're gonna just move along then. Next on the agenda is claims. Mr. Foster.
Thank you again. I recommend a motion to approve GSWMD claim numbers 31 through
Hello.
43 in the amount of $752,341.05.
Okay, we have a recommendation for acceptance of claims. What is the pleasure of the board?
Move for passage, Mr. Chair, of the claims as listed.
Okay, motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the claims? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Director Batiste,
Yes.
Director Graves, Director Cook,
Yes.
Director Morris. Director Morris? Did she say something?
Did you say yes?
I'm sorry. And Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
5 ayes and 0 noes. Claims for the amount of $752,341.05 have been approved. Next is information updates. We have Ms. Thomas here for MS4 updates.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just a recap, I want to let you guys know that we've successfully sent off our 2025 annual report item. And then also too, in April, we'll have the Planet Palooza. So we're kicking off the, Clean Up Gary campaign. So that's going to be April 11th. I did put some flyers in there for you guys. This will give us an opportunity to do some outreach and education for the stormwater, as well as promote our rain barrels. So we consider that as rain barrel season kickoff. And that concludes our updates so far.
Okay.
Do you guys have any questions?
Any questions or comments?
I have one.
Yes.
We have an active group in Miller called the Friends of Marquette. To what degree do you coexist your efforts to clean up Marquette? Do you work with them at all
Well,
in an effort to do this?
we partner with, that's actually Brown Faces and Green Spaces. So they have that Planet Palooza every year. And I was just basically spreading the word because we do set up like an educational booth there. But far as what you were saying, I'm not familiar with that particular program, but I can surely look into it and add that to a partnership with us.
Yeah, the Friends of Marquette are very active out there and what have you, so you may want to coordinate your efforts.
Yes, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next is discussion. Are there any items or topics that need to be discussed at this time? Are there any requests to speak? Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second? Signified by those by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right, the ayes have it. Meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone.